Buenos dias. Another day, another dollar, as the saying goes. And what better thing to wake up to, and what better thing to be doing than being here trading ES. I was about to say something else, but trading ES and literally waking up, walking to my office, and for you, I don't know, walking to your office, or either way, your computer in general. We get to do this one more time. And what an amazing, amazing thing that humans have created for us. And I'm just extremely grateful about that. So I wanted to let you guys all know how grateful I'm feeling already. So let's get down to business now. Let's get down to the numbers. Let's get down what has happened overnight. Well, we do have some things to talk about here, which I think that they're worth mentioning. I think that, in my perspective, it's very important. Let me just get this thing here. There we go. All right. I don't know why it always does that. It comes out, then it comes back. I have to like manually get it to come back here. So let's recap here. Basically, last night we hit a big level of resistance. We started to dip. Let me actually show you like this. I'll show you the trade I pulled off last night, of course, but it was a nice 20-point trade overnight I did last night. Of course, everything is on the community there, but I want to show you exactly why and how I knew to get long down there. Now, let's get back to it. Where are we? Okay, this is the 2-minute chart. We need a little bit of a bigger time frame here. So we need an hourly chart. All right. I don't know if you guys were here yesterday when I was talking about potentially long in the 90.96 area, because I said, I'm going to wait for a little pullback, and then I'm going to get long around 90.96. That was a major level of support. We never tested it the whole day. So, of course, I never got an entry to the long side after the stream. Now, what happens overnight? You can see here, we continue to rally, we continue to push. And where do we get denied? We get denied right at the gap fill. So, again, this is why I love technical analysis, because you don't really need to guess where the spots of denial will come in. My thing is I don't want to short them because I just don't. That's my problem. This is my personal issue. Okay, so anyways, the ducking thing is that we get denied right on cue right there. Look how perfect that is. Literally, the gap fill was at 64,675. We get denied at 68.75. So that creates a little trap to the upside there. And then we start reversing back on down. Now, this is when people kind of might get it the wrong way. Just because we're dipping does not mean that we are essentially, in some type of massive pullback or something like that. No, what we're doing is we've already back tested this level once. We're gonna get denied from it, likelihood. Sometimes we don't, right? But the idea to keep in mind is that we might get denied off here, decide to pull back here, and I want you to see where the drop stopped. Right here, you can see that it literally stopped almost to the tick of where the previous resistance was. So we get this level of resistance right there. You can see that very clearly. We blow right through it. We get denied at the next level of resistance up there. We come back, and now this previous level of resistance becomes support, which is at around 87.90 level. I had 90, but again, we went down towards about 87. So what ended up happening yesterday? We got down to that level. I know that 90 is support, 90, 96. And then, well, I mean, I took the long. I mean, I was taking a couple of longs overnight, actually. So there was one where I did take a stop out, actually, at around 37.40. Because kind of like on the stream here yesterday, I was longing a few different layers of support because I just don't know where the drop, how deep it'll go. But of course, in hindsight, it's 2020. I should have just waited for the full 90 to back test. But that's hindsight. So we basically get the good old back test, and then we, of course, get the nice trade going from the 96 and locking it down over at the 1575 for 20 ducking points overnight. Now, this is another kind of visual representation there. We have the trap to the downside. We have the previous level of resistance there. We have the perfect resistance or gap fill resistance that gets denied right there. So we are now on pullback mode because we've hit a major level of resistance. And then what ends up happening is we are getting a nice bounce from a nice major level of support. So it's pretty much a game of ping pong back and forth. And now I'm kind of already long here off this 20. Let me see. Very long of this 23. It might kind of dip here. I'm thinking about getting out and then maybe getting back in long later. No telling. Might get out. Let me see. $20 is the one that needs to hold really, but don't want to get. I don't like how that's pulling back there. It might need a further pullback. I should have gone break even there because this is a runner for me. I'm gonna take it out there for whoops, let me see. Okay, we'll put it at the bottom of that candle there. If it wants to go lower, then whatever, 3 points given back from the last 20 points overnight. All right, so let me show you here. Whatever happens there, it doesn't really matter. So where was it? Let me get my lines back here. I need to show you my chart executions here. I'm just kind of watching the trade. That's why I'm kind of like, I want to make sure that this thing goes back up there. All right, so we get long right off that 95.75 here last night, and then we ended up taking profit at the 15.75 right there. So we're already deep in the green. I'm not trying to necessarily force anything, but I'm getting back in long over at the 20 now because I think that we could continue this rally. I'm not too bearish just yet. If we do pull back, it's just a pullback, nothing crazy. I don't expect, I wouldn't worry just yet is my point. So like how it's popping back above 23 there. 20 still holding like a champ. So we're going to be sliding my stop right towards down there. So yeah, I mean, that's a long technical perspective answer to basically tell you that we trap, we back test, we continue with the rally. Can the bulls continue it right now and back test that 66 yet again? Maybe, we will see. Buenos dias, Antonio. I didn't even see that. Buenos dias. Well, how are you feeling? Are you feeling bearish today again, Antonio? Good morning, Cornucopia. Good morning. Buenos dias. Hmm. Getting denied there. Hmm. I don't like how that's printing like that, but so like I said, we're already up 20 points from the last night overnight trade. Uh, this is just a simple continuation trade for me, if you will. We took profit at the 1575. We have resistance obviously right here at the 2018 area, or maybe like 2021. So we can hold this level here, right there. We could be turning this into support now. We will see. Of course, like I said, this is a continuation trade. I was already long last night. So anything more on the day for me is bonus. My entry there's a little bit late. Look, when I got long, I was taking a shower, I was getting ready. So I kind of got long here. So that's why. Looking at it now, I probably, I would likely just wait for at least 20 to get filled. But I'm already long, so I just got to commit to it. Yes, feeling bearish, still like 60-40. I mean, I'm not going to say you're wrong again. This is looking a little different because you can see how we're testing this level of support here multiple times. So if it fails, it's not that I'll be bearish, but, we could dip and test the next level of support, which will be at the bottom. And I'm not really liking how this is getting built right now. I mean, 20 is holding though. 20 is holding. I just don't like my entry there. My stop should be at the bottom here. What to do? Because if I had an entry at the 20 here, like right here, but like I said, I was not here. If I had an entry at the 20, it would have suited my needs better. It does look like we want to break down. We got the M there. But we're above 20 still. We are above 20. If we break down below 20, fine. Maybe we'll go back down towards a 4, but I might be early. That's kind of the only thing here. And my entry's not the greatest, but 20 testing there once again. My stop is not great there. Where's my stop at? 1950. Literally, 20 needs to hold to the tick for me. This should be my entry there, right at the 20. Still holding 20. Let me get some good music here. I don't like what I'm listening to right now. I know that was another reason I'm bearish. Shorts are easier than longer. I know you don't see that. Hey, that's okay. I know I don't see it the way that you see it, but that's exactly why this is amazing that we get to see we get to hear about different perspectives. I'm not gonna criticize your perspective. I don't think you're entirely wrong, but when it comes to the fact that short was easier last night, yes, it was, but it's just I don't know. It's one of those shorts that you had to have been there and just taken it, or else I wouldn't have kind of shorted afterwards that there. All right, so 20 holding there. That should have been my entry there because now I could have probably gone break even. Now I got to sit through this. 2 points down. Like I said, I'm 20 points in the green. I'm happy to just kind of hold this here for now, but I don't like the fact my entry is so high up there. Could have, would have, should have been better. Whoever's strongest move will be the one I follow. Cornucopia waiting for a retrace of the morning's lows. I don't think that's entirely a bad idea either. Both of you guys got the right idea here. I mean, it does look like it wants to break. We got the magical M pattern. Can it actually play out here? This is kind of looking some choppy action. They're eating away at this level of support right now. You can see they're 20. Trying to bounce again. Trying to. But it's looking weak. Like I said, my entry here is just not the greatest. I should have entered 20 with my stop down here over at the 1875 or 1850. Should have taken myself out there and re-entered later. $20 needs to hold for me. This is the last line for me of hope for this particular continuation of the long here. It's doing the M there. If this thing falls down from here, you know what that means. We're doing one of these right now. If it falls down, we could retrace a little bit, quite a bit, towards that 08, 04 level. That's what's going to happen likely if we fail from here. A little bit of a dumpster fire. Not too much, but a little bit. $20 holding again. You can see right there, 20. Fighting for its life right now, holding. Like I said, my entry should have, could have, would have been at 20. I wasn't here. I was getting ready, doing things around the house. You know what happens? I'm going to be the Leo Bonacci again. If I take myself out here, if I had taken myself out there, it would have just squeezed. And the market knows I'm still in here. Come on, hold this 20 so we can get going towards that 36. Que no quede huella. Look, if 20 doesn't hold, it doesn't hold. It is what it is. But at the end, like I always say here, price is ultimately king. It looks bearish. We have the M over here, potential breakdown. We have a bear flag kind of building here. I mean, signs of the looks are bearish, but for me, price is king. We're still holding that 20 there. I got to have my stop below it. If it fails, it fails. Leo Bonacci. That's Antonio. He named me that. I'm telling you, if I had taken profit there, you guys know this thing would have rallied. Or not profit, sorry. If I had taken myself out there for some type of break even or, you know, just some small loss, it would have gone there. All right, maybe the market really knows now that I'm committed to this trade now. So maybe now, fingers crossed, we can get going from here now. Hopefully. I don't have my hopes too high up just yet, but que no quede away, yeah. All right, I'm not dancing yet. The market knows I'm long or I'm long still. I could take myself out and wait for another 20. Maybe a trap below 20 would be the best. Whereas Cornucopia's pointing out here, maybe we do get a little further retrace to the bottom, and it wouldn't be a bad thing. But I'm already long. I mean, what can I do at this point? I just got to commit, baby. I got to commit. And remember, I don't know if you guys were here. I talked about this 90 to 96 level yesterday, how I was waiting for that trade to come back to me. And that's exactly where I got long overnight right there. You can see that 95.75 and then locking it down over at the 15.75 there. Again, this is the same level that we talked about over on the stream yesterday after we got the ripper. So I know I didn't get long during the day, but it came down at nighttime. You know what I mean? I can't tell the market when to come down. My job is only to have these levels marked and get long at the right time. That is my job. My job is to wait patiently. All right, we're in the green now, finally, again. Thank goodness. All right, so now I am still like, I'm just gonna let it be. I'm at peace with it. I'm green already in the day. I know if I take myself out and it squeezes, I'm gonna be pissed. If I go break even and it takes me out and then it squeezes, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm happiest if it just dumps. If it dumps and it takes me out, I am actually happy about that. I don't know if that even makes sense in somebody else's mind, but in my mind, I feel like that makes sense. It's probably funny to hear that, but it makes sense. I mean, I'll eat the loss over a break even any day. Hello. ES had a perfect retrace. 61.8 from the 69, but probably not yet. I'll be honest, Cornucopia, I really I have no idea when it comes to the Fibonacci retracements. Of course, I know what they are, but I just don't use them, so I don't know if we actually did go all the way down to that retracement level or not. I know about it. I know how to kind of use it, but I do appreciate that insight. That's a key level. That's 61.8 or something like that. All right, so right now 20 holding. Market's about to open. I totally missed the Wheel of Fortune. I apologize today. I'm looking at this trade closely here, and I came to peace with it now. Market's about to open. Get ready. Get ready. And market is open for business. Are we going to trap below 20 here? I hope not, because then it's going to stop me out and then rally. All right, 20 testing here once again. 20 testing there again. I don't know. I'm not really in love how we're testing 20 here again. I might want to get out here and just. But again, price is king though. Look at that 20. It's holding for dear life right now. It is holding on. It looks bearish though. It does look ducking bearish. All right, so finally breaking down 20. Probably trapping, but like I said, my entry was just terrible there. It's 28.3. That thing, that's a garbage entry. My entry should have been down 20 long there. Look at that. They just took my stop and now it's gonna go probably. If it goes, that's a Leo Bonacci at its finest right there. My entry was just not great. Que no quede huella. All right, I got two options here. We are a little trappy down here, but not too much. I want to see a little bit further of a flush there. All right, we're trying this breakdown here. We're trying it. Bears have one job now. Keep it below 20. I would get long here. I just want to wait for this candle to close. I want to wait for it to close first. Que no quede huella. Could have, would have, should have been long right there already. Que no quede huella. See if we want to backfill a little bit. Look, I'll even take 21 here. Come on, don't go yet, ES. Don't go yet. Don't you do it, ES. Wait. Wait for Papa to get back on here. Hold on. Fuck! She wants to go now. There we go. She had to trap. She knew I was ducking long. So we got that little level of support at the 20. We have some stops here. We take them out and then we get back above the range and there we go. Back up we go. Like I said, I'm again not bearish one bit here. Fuck me, man. Why was I early on that one? That last one. Should have just waited for the market to open. Leo Bonacci, baby, at work again. Mother duckers. Takes my stop and then gets back above 20 just to fool me. Not to fool me, it's just... Because the thing is, I could have widened my stop a little bit. I don't know where the trap is going to end, and my entry wasn't great there. Oh my gosh, this was a simple get back in long, Leo. Oh my gosh. Now, please don't let just the FOMO winners. Okay, let's back test. Let's back test. Let's make it a little complicated. I should have been long already. Fuck. Oh my god. I was the victim to my own system today. My gosh, look at that 20 level. Wait for the ducking, flush, recover, and go. I follow. Come on, baby. Look, I'll even go 22. 22 or 21, depending if we can start to pull back here. How far are we going to pull back? If I'm not wrong, I think we have numbers. Come on, baby. Come on. Come scoop me up, man. Don't be like this. Let's take a look and see if we have any news or anything that worthwhile that could create some volatility in this market. So we have numbers in 24 minutes. Joel's job opening numbers. That is going to be a key number. That is going to be something that is going to influence and make an impact in the market volatility. So keep that in mind. In 24 minutes, 10 o'clock numbers, Joel's job opening numbers. That is going to be definitely a market mover here. Could have, would have, should have been back in long there. You can see that little trap I talked about, it happened, but I was already ducking long from that 23. This is when it gets complicated for me because I know we're going up. Look, I'm gonna even put it out here. I think this ducking choo-choo train wants two targets. There's two in between. One is simple, right here, 43, because it makes a lot of sense. And then we have a second target, which is the obvious, too obvious, 66 and 60 level up here. This one might take some time, but I think that's ultimately where the market wants to go right now. So I want to get long, but come and scoop me up here. It's looking complicated here, though. Look at this complex action here. We're kind of going sideways for now. Looking a little complicated, I must say. We got the kind of a bull flag here shaping out on the 1 hourly chart. Yeah, I don't know how else to say it, but for me, this is not financial advice, nor am I trying to get you to change your bias. But this is a mother ducking long back to the high, to the 66. For me, don't change your bias. If you think it's bearish, I can respect that. You know what I mean? You have your account, I have mine. I gotta trade based on my own plan and my own perspective. Just come to scoop me up, please. Give me a nice gift today. I know you gave me one last night, but I mean, it's never wrong to give a man gifts every day. Can I get away? Yeah. Oh, come on. Come on. You're almost coming down. I don't want to just kind of FOMO it up here. There's volatility right now, so I believe that we could get a little pullback. Don't just go yet. She's basing out there, making a little P for now. The P is for the pump. The pump, pump, pump. Sometimes we break down to the downside there where I can get filled. I would not be shorting this. I am just saying, I don't know, but I would not be shorting that. 30% are short over on Top Step at 23. Who the ducks shorts at 23? I don't know. I'm not going to even try to criticize, but I'm sorry, Top Step. That is, I mean, why would you short 23? The choo-choo train went up. And here I am, not even long. Fuck me. Sometimes I wonder why get into trades before the market open, because this exactly happens. This kind of choppy action at the open, and then it just that. This is why I say it. Like, it hurts to be good, essentially, because I mean, I gotta say, look, we were looking at this 20 level. I don't ducking take that long there. Now I feel like a FOMO trader up here, even though I know that the ducker wants to go up. But look, if I get long here, I mean, I guess it might make sense, but I feel like a hypocrite saying, oh, you know, I'm gonna get long here and feel like a winner because I know it's a good trade, when in reality it's a FOMO trade up there. Should have been long right here. Right when we get the dip right under that 20, we get the reclaim of 20. That's the long right there. This is where I want to get in long. This is where the money is at, not ducking FOMOing here. I mean, yes, we might go even further because the market's just that aggressive right now, but just in general, this is my practice there. That's where I want to get in at the reclaim of those particular support levels. We're going to wait for that volatility, though. That 10 o'clock number could create some volatility that I like here. So for now, just continue to grind up higher. So once again, at the open, can we do a rinse and repeat of yesterday? I don't know if you guys recall yesterday. We basically had the exact same run-up or something similar, and then we had a dump. We broke the lows, and then we kind of trickled lower, and then until we freaking rallied. So is this going to be a rinse and repeat type of day? You can see that right now, hitting the top layer of resistance, getting stuck there once again. We have support right here at the bottom, which has already created a little mini trap there. Is that one Zen explode into space? Right now, what would be really enticing, actually, is if we could do something like this. If we could somehow sell this again and recover it with the numbers, that would be really amazing. We got resistance right there at the 31. So I ask you, as much as I think we're going to go up, why would I want to trade in here? Because at the end of the day, looking at this chart, tell me that this is not the best place to short, and tell me that this is not the best place to long right now. It looks like it, doesn't it? In here is where the pigs get slaughtered. I'm a pig in Chinese zodiac. I don't want to be one in the marketplace. Let's wait for the dip, and then let's get on with the rip. I see a lot of traders, they trade in Q. What's your reason for choosing yes? My reason for choosing ES is kind of simple, because when I started trading full time, I started trading options. So when I was trading options, I was trading SPY options. So the SPY and ES are going to be very similar in terms of price action. And therefore, I kind of got used to trading options on the SPY. Therefore, I got used to ES. And I I guess you can call me an old man in this scenario. I know I'm 20 young, I'm still young, but I just find that the way ES moves is more towards geared towards my method of trading, if you will, because I don't trade like, you know, like I wouldn't just trade here. I wouldn't just want to short here. Like I'm trading only a few times per day and I'm looking for like 10, 20 point movers. And I like it better on ES. On NQ, they're gonna be well, of course, 1 point on ES is like I don't know how many on NQ. So you can say I'm looking for like 80 point plus trades on NQ all the time. And NQ is just a lot more volatile. Of course, you can make more money, right? That's the other thing. But honestly, you can make plenty on ES. And I guess I just got used to it. I like the way it moves. I'd already developed a relationship with ES. And I find that why kind of change what works for me, right? I know that a lot of traders want to trade NQ. A lot of people trade NQ. And I mean, that's good. But for me, I like ES. And NQ, while yes, you can make more money, you can also lose a lot more money quicker. So just keep that in mind. NQ is a trap zone. Unless you're trading traps or anything like quickly, you probably shouldn't be there. All right, so we're hitting the top layer of resistance there once again. I did not get filled there on the 23.25. I wasn't going to get filled anyways. I was trying to get filled like 23. I would have been off by about a tick. Look at my 23 entry from this morning. Now it would have been a good time to get long 23. We're still consolidating, perhaps waiting for the news. Like I said, I'm already, well, now I get back some profits, but we did a nice 20-point trade overnight. If you're not there and you do want to join, it is 100% free. It is a free community called Trading Traps. And I mean, we post up there different ideas, different people posting up different ideas. So, yeah, it's very interesting. We'll see how it develops. All right, so for now, we're waiting inside this box for the numbers here. I want to see if we can get one more dip, one final dip before the squeeze. See if we can get one more trap here. Like I choose to pass on a lot of trades too. Like for example, I just mentioned here how this is clear resistance. If you're gonna look for a short, it's here. If you're gonna look for a long, it's gotta be down here, right? It just kind of makes sense for it to be down here somewhere. I'm gonna choose to stick with the trend, which is to the upside. But I feel like I could almost be a scalper, you know, kind of short there, take profit here, wait for the long here, and then to kind of take profit in the middle. But that's just too difficult for my brain. And then I end up over trading anyways. I end up like shorting here, buying here, shorting here, buying here, buying here. I'm trying to work my way down to where it's like 2 trades per day. It's difficult because a lot of the times I might, you know, kind of push it a little bit, but plus if I was only down to 2 trades per day, I would have been finished already with my day. But I feel like I can do some more here. We're waiting for numbers here patiently. I want to get long, but you know those numbers are coming in hot. So perhaps we can get one more dip. Just one more dip, yes. Let's get one more dip. Even a trap would be nice. Like I said, if we can flush all these lows one last time, that would be nice. But I just don't know if we are going to. Looking at the hourly chart, not looking great. The hourly chart looks like it's congested, ready for a squeeze, but hopefully. We'll see then. We'll see. All right, over there at the 26 for now. We are waiting for numbers. This is congesting right now. You can see all this congestion happening here. This will break out shortly. Hopefully with the numbers. If this is the consolidation area for now, which I believe it to be, we have basically just two traps to the downside here. So we'll see if we can put in a third, but that's why I'm hoping that we kind of pull back here still. I know if I get long 24, we're going to pull back to 22. This is the dilemma. I can get long there, but then it's going to likely pull back. But if I don't get long, she's probably going to squeeze. The Leo Bonacci. So if I get long, you guys wait for the dip. And then if I don't get long, just hop in long now. So like that, you can get in for the squeeze. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. If you're feeling bearish, of course, you know, we do have this level of resistance up here. So I don't think I'm going to get filled that we're at the 22 here. We'll see. All right, we got numbers coming in. We didn't do the magical indicator here, so let's pop her in for the numbers. Tell me, what are we going to do when the numbers come in? Are we going to pump? Are we going to dump? Or are we going to chop? Best out of 3 wins. All right, we got kind of a little bit more towards the green there. But I already know somebody's going to say I'm looking at it on the bullish side because that's how I am. So let's spin her again. All right, that one landed on green. So we got a pump. Chop. Chop. So she's calling for some chop. All right, so this thing, like I said, I didn't happen long there. So Leo Bonacci at its finest. Guys could have gone long there and then boom. But if I had gone long, it would have pulled back to the 22. Above 20, for me, there's no need to be shorting here. And look at that again. Getting denied our resistance there. Both these levels are getting used up here. We got 20, which was heavily tested. We have this ducking 31 here, getting heavily tested there. So one of them is going to break sooner or later. And this is where, you know, you got to be with conviction. You choose the Bears or you choose the Bulls. And you just hold on to that idea because like that, you don't have to be over trading. But I don't know where Hustler's at today. He's usually here. It's kind of quiet today. He hasn't even been on the Discord. They're pointing any trades. He would have already been short here, taken profit here, gone long here, taken profit here. That guy would have already scoped this thing out, left, right, and center. Do my love. Who's going to win? Let me know in the chat if you're feeling bearish. Well, I mean, we got this layer of resistance there. This is looking congested. This is looking heavily congested. We got numbers coming out here at 10 o'clock, of course. Do not forget. Sunshine. I don't know. This thing went. Oh, this is where it becomes so difficult because I'm not long from the bottom here. I'm chasing here in the middle. Choose bearish week and a half ago. Oh my god, she's about to leave me. Shit. All right, let's see if we can break over this resistance, turn it into support, then I'll get long there. But for now, we are still right under resistance. I'm mind blown how does the market do this? Who's sending my live feed to the market, to the CME exchange? How does it take me out and then does this BS? Well, there you go. Going to the first target there. Oh my god. Like I said, today's another day. I will not be shorting anything. I'm not bearish at all. It's just not bearish one bit. Choo-choo train once up. If you're shorting in here, just send me your money. You know, I'll go have dinner on your behalf. I'll put a little bear. I'll buy a teddy bear. I'll sit him down across from me. I'll put a nice candle in the middle, and I'm gonna bring the bull with me to dinner. Okay, and then I'm gonna talk to the bear as he's crying on you if you're shorting in here. Choo-choo train once up. We want this ducking 43, and then we want to go to the 66. And I'm gonna get back in long, but I needed to do the right thing for me. No, for you. Hey, look, I know I come here, it seems like I'm bullish every day, but I mean, it paid to be a bull yesterday. Today, it paid to be a bull again. And like more often than not, it pays to be a ducking bull. And not just because I want to be one. Looking at this on the hourly chart, there's nothing bearish about it. We gap down, fine. But what difference does the gap down make? It's not like I would have been short here for the gap down. I made no money on that gap. And I doubt that a lot of people did anyway. So like, why be all worried about the gap? It makes no difference. We pull back, we test, we trap, we continue, we create a higher high here on the hourly chart. We have a boner candle right there. And then what happens right after? We get denied at the key level of resistance. We pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back, which is routine. And then we get another little trap here below this level. And then we're getting another higher high here. So low, higher low, higher low. Some people might say break a structure. I don't know. Higher low. And then, we're wanting to go. And then ultimately, where I think we might reclaim the level, create a higher low, something around this level later on. And then boom, we continue with the trend. Trend is not pointing down. I know that some people are gonna be like, "Oh, it is pointing down." It's not pointing down at all. Like I don't see any downtrend here. I mean, this is the downtrend. I mean, you want me to show you something? Look, I'll show you something else. Look at this ducking daily chart. Every candle here represents 1 day's worth of action. Can you tell me where exactly you see a downtrend? I'm gonna show you the weekly chart. Where is the downtrend? All I see is choo-choo train once up. Oh my god, I kid myself. Only Antonio, I think, can see that. I like it though. I respect it. I appreciate your opinion. All right, all right. Numbers are about to come in hot. So choo-choo train once up. It's a downtrend from the high. Yes, definitely. I can see like that little. See, but I wouldn't call it so much a downtrend. I would call it more of a pullback, a buyable pullback, a discount on price. Every time we sell, that's a good time to, the kids' funds needs more money in there for the long term, of course. Every pullback, for like the past like 7 years or 4 years, anytime, any chance I can, even before, when you have a little bit of cash, just put it in there. All right, numbers are coming in. We got 2 minutes to the numbers. I am waiting for a little viable pullback. We got getting stuck there currently at 36. We're bouncing from the previous resistance here at 32, but I think I want to see a trap below that 32 there. This is why I like building a bias, because I don't need to know like where to short or anything. I'm looking only for the long. Only for the long. I just want to see a trap below here. I don't care. I just want to see something. I like that we're building some structure here for now. Hopefully we don't just go straight up. No, you know. Oh, come on, man. Now we're only 30 something points away from that 66. Come on. 1 minute to the numbers, and it just Choo-Choo Train just continues to go up. I should be a FOMO trader, I swear. Sometimes I should just do it. The FOMO long is the better trade from the short. Like, I would not short here. Right now, the numbers are coming, so I'm going to wait for the pullback. Just because I'm waiting for a pullback doesn't mean it makes it a good short here. All right, we got 30 seconds here. Please, ES, do not just go up. I know we want that 66.43, but let's go with me, okay? Let's get a nice pullback. We trick everybody thinking that this is the top. We go down, and then we go up. All right, there's my little prayer. We got 10 seconds left for the numbers. The Wheel of Fortune called for a little bit of chop, so I'm hoping that we can kind of chop around here somewhere. All right, numbers, and just straight up. I mean, why not? I mean, it would be too easy if we pulled back. Guys, this was always going to go up. I don't know what numbers are saying. I could not give a shit what the numbers say. The Choo-Choo Train wanted this ducking level to begin with, and then we have the 66 sitting up there. And then I know that, you know, people think that the numbers matter, but I mean, it does to a degree. But what difference does the number make for me? Like, straight up, straight fucking up. I should be a FOMO trader. On days like today, I should be a FOMO trader. I'm frustrated. I'm not gonna lie. I'll show you what my frustration is. It's right here. This ducking little trap here. It had to do that, didn't it? And that's fine, but why didn't I get back in long there? 20 becoming key. This is just simple technical analysis. You can see how it was resistance here. We get back above it, turns into support, and then look at that. Top. Look how the tables flip. Top. We're hitting price from under. See, we're getting stuck. And then bottom. We're hitting from the top now. That's support resistance. And then from that, it's just a simple bias to the long side. Did the numbers matter? I mean, I don't know. Maybe it creates this volatility, which is nice, but were they good? Were they bad? I don't know. And I don't care. Let's find out, actually. All right, the numbers, they were technically bad. They were lower than anticipated, right? So the actual number was 7.6 million, I guess, versus 8.10 million. So we had a lower number than expected, which I guess is a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know. This is complicated. I'm going to leave that for the economists that pretty much get paid a salary to talk about the stock market, whereas I'm over here just actually trying to make money from trading the stock market. I'll leave that to them. Today I'm not happy with the way ES treated me. Oh my gosh. It hurts to be good. I'm like, oh my god. This Choo-Choo Train wanted up. This is why it's hard. Like, even though you could have the right idea, doesn't mean that, you're necessarily gonna nail it, and it's just kind of frustrating. But there's still more room though. We're hitting 43 there. Again, there was two targets that I kind of pointed out here. We're at target number 1, 43. Well, there she is, right there. And then we got the second, just too obvious of a target right there, which is that 66 level. So there's still plenty of room here. Let's see if I can get filled around 36 or 32, one of these two levels. I would rather like 32 or a trap of below 32, something like this. But it seems like at this point, if I don't hop in long at any level, it's just not going to get anything. And like I said, when we were down here, if you were thinking about shorting there, just send me your money. I'm going to buy you a teddy bear. I'm going to put him across from the table. And I'll put the bull, baby. I'll put the bull across. No, yes. Why you gotta do me like this? Yes. Why? What did I do to you? What did I do to you? I know we got the 20-point trade from overnight, but it could have been another easily 20 points here right now too. I mean, I'm not against it. You know what I mean? Like, more is welcome. All right, so it looks like we're already going towards that 60, 66 level up there. Come on, just give me one pullback. I'll say what I say all the time here. See this right there? I feel like it's a better FOMO long here. Like, just, I could long here directly right now without even caring, and I would feel better than shorting this. Yes. Does that mean that I'm going to do that? Absolutely not. Is it going to work? Likely, yes. But come on, how would I look? Me telling you here that, I feel good about doing a FOMO long here without any basis of an actual setup or trade, just because it's going up. That doesn't look very good, does it? Nor is it discipline, because that creates a bad habit. But overall market direction, since the market opened, we knew going up. No need to be bearish when the market wants to go up. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Like us. She can't stop, won't stop, not even one pullback. Looking at the hourly, again, same story, nothing changes. Creating higher highs. You can see the trap at the bottom there. Higher high, higher high. Can we put in another higher high later on? Perhaps, but for now, we're still on squeeze mode here. Why? Yes, why? You're right, Leo. Looks like S&P wants to fill the gap first. 60-40, then retrace comes. Correct. I think it went higher. I mean, I was not bearish yesterday nor today, and for a pretty good reason. Supports are holding. We're reclaiming certain levels. My entry here, I should have waited for the market to open. Could have, would have, should have, but you know what? In the end, I'm looking for this every day, so today's just another day. If I don't get it today, get it tomorrow. We got it yesterday, get it every other day, get it. It's all good. Plus, we're green on the day anyways. What difference does it make? Before, if I was up like 8 points on the day, I would be so excited. I used to be so happy. Now if I'm up 8 points, I feel like I'm like, what is this? Like, what's going on over here? Look how sad this is to see my order sitting right here, and the choo-choo train just continues to go. And look my target right there. Oh my god. It looked far away at the open, didn't it? It doesn't look so far away now anymore, does it? Now it looks like it's gonna do it inevitably. But for my eyes, this was inevitable. When we get up here, this is a very deciding factor. I'm not gonna no longer be as bullish as I am when we were at the bottom down there. Why? Because remember, the shorts, if you want to short, you have to sell the market where it makes sense. If you want to be a buyer, you got to buy the market where it makes sense. So right now, these are just FOMO. And anybody that makes money today, I applaud you because, I mean, you're making money. But at the end of the day, you're a FOMO trader. I mean, just accept the reality. I'm not trying to criticize, judge you, or anything. So please take this, I'm saying, I'm calling it like what it is. Getting long here right now, while I can do that, that would make me a FOMO trader. That would make me a FOMO long trader. It's the reality, right? So basically what I'm saying here is we have resistance up here. This is the line in the sand right now. So why do I think that we're likely going to reclaim that level? Because when we hit this level of resistance first, it's always going to be the first time when we actually get denied really hard. So if we were downtrending, the bears had one job here. They had to come down and break this level here. Okay, but they didn't. They only got down to back testing this level, and then they couldn't break this level. So then we're back on up. Why is this information very extremely important? Because in a downtrend, this market doesn't look like this. In a downtrending market, we look like this. We get denied of resistance, and then we break down support. We cannot hold support and then rally and retest resistance for it to be an actual downtrend. It just doesn't work. And like, look at it here. We got this massive gap down. We got the trap. We back tested higher, not at the same level. We back tested higher, creating a higher high, and we boner candled. Okay, then we get to back testing the magical level of resistance. The bears fail to do their job, breaking the low here. So we make a higher high, and right now the bears are allowing us to come back and retest this. I don't know if any of this is making sense, but if this back tests all the way here, it would be like price back testing all the way here. The support will be getting weaker, and the resistance here is going to get weaker, if that makes sense. So when we reclaim this area, we're gonna have a pretty smooth, not smooth, but once we kind of take this area back here, okay, once we take this area back here and we cement this as a floor, we're going to likely, work our way back on up. Guess where? Towards the all-time highs. The all-time highs will be a magnet after that. I don't know if I should be crying or claiming victory here. There she goes, right to the target. She had to do it on a straight line, didn't she? I want to leave. I'm gonna take my lousy 16 points on the day and walk away. Lousy. Lousy. I should be up like 40, 50 points today. I don't like when the market does this. I hope that you guys understand what I mean. Like, I can easily FOMO along this. There's still more room to run here. There is more room. But does that make it a good trade? Let's be honest. Would it make it a good trade just because it makes money? No, it would not. But with conviction, that level wants to get filled. That 60, 66 level wants to get filled. There's still more room here to run. But I'm feeling it. I gotta tell you guys, I'm feeling it a little bit. I'm feeling that little bit of FOMO, feeling a little bit of kind of anger as well because I was long down here and then you guys saw what happened and then I didn't get back in long. So I'm kind of feeling a lot of emotions right now, but let's keep calm. Let's just wait for the market to come back down to me and we're going to get filled, Leo, and then we're going to get going. The market's going to print more candles after I die. I'm going to die and the candles are still going to print. So there's really no need to rush into these candles. I like to remind myself of that. Whenever I'm feeling a little FOMO, like, why do I have FOMO towards these candles? They're going to keep on printing after I die. And I'm here in a rush to get into them. There's no lack of opportunity. There's no such thing. There's abundance only. That's how I choose to view life in general too. So I don't know if you guys have ever read Think and Grow Rich by Wallace D. Waddle. I forget how to pronounce his last name, but it's called just The Science of Getting Rich. Not Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich is Napoleon Hill. What am I saying? The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. something. It's a very good book. If you guys haven't read it, I would recommend it. Highly recommend it. It's basically a shoring up version of Think and Grow Rich. And it's changed my perspective on life a lot. When I was younger, I was grateful and luckily, I was lucky enough to be able to receive that in my hands when I was around, I think like 17. So ever since 17, my view on the world had changed, or lower than before that. Like I was like 14, I got my hands on Think and Grow Rich, but around like 15 is when my brain like really kind of picked up on a lot of this stuff. And at the age of 15, I already knew that the last thing I ever wanted to do in my life, and I'm not saying this to criticize anybody because I have the utmost respect for everybody who has a 9 to 5. But I knew that for me, it wasn't for me. I knew that the 9 to 5 route, I knew that, working for a living or like working a 9 to 5 or a career was not for me. I wanted to be kind of a free soul independent, have my own business type of deal. That's just, the mentality that I developed over the years, which I'm extremely grateful for. I did have a 9 to 5. I worked 9 to 5 a lot of my years. So I'm not going to disrespect anybody with a 9 to 5. I'm just saying, like, it wasn't for me. So I always felt like I wasn't in the right place. And therefore, I needed to get myself into the right place. And look where I landed. Look where I landed. Is this the promised land or not? I don't know yet, but hopefully it will be. Persistence, baby. Nothing in the world takes the place of good old persistence. Friday will be the pause for the streams. We will continue the conversation over on the Trading Traps community, which is 100% free. We got different traders with different perspectives shooting ideas there all day, every day. So if you're interested, feel free to join and continue the conversation here after Friday. Future trend continuing to want to push to the inevitable backtest of 60.66. How did we know? Well, I don't know. It doesn't really matter if I knew or I didn't know because here I am trying to get filled at the ducking 36. It is what it is. Should we get long here right at this break of this bull flag here? Maybe. But how amazing would I sound? Oh, I'm gonna get long here at 50, but I didn't want to get long here at the 25. At 66, it gets interesting though, because like I said, it's the line in the sand for the Bulls and the Bears. If we retake that level back, I mean, you, I don't want to say it, but if we take this level back here, right here, 66, 64-ish level. I know you might be wondering, why didn't I put my, my resistance like this right at the top? That's a secret. I'm joking, it's not a secret. It's just because usually we might not always go, like whenever we leave wicks like that, we usually end up coming back down a little bit where we have more price action. And on a bigger time frame, based on my observations, we do have more price action right below that 66, whereas a little bit higher towards that 68 looks more wicky. Yeah, it gets complicated how I don't know. That's just the way I like to do it. All right, bull flag there, kind of working out here. Pretty much anything's gonna work here as long as you're looking for the long. You're fine. You're safe. If you're looking for the short, though, on the other hand, like I said already, just send me the money. I'll go have dinner with a teddy bear for you. Do not short this choo-choo train until we get to 66. There's not a valid short here. Not financial advice, is entertainment purposes only. But I mean, entertainment purposes that, could have told you, don't short there. Mother ducker. I'm like, oh my god. And then I love how I didn't get long here, waiting for the numbers, because I thought we would dip a little bit. That's kind of the where numbers screw me a little bit. Leo, if you have conviction in the bullish market, why are you going to short? Well, I'm not going to short, but I know that 66 is resistance. And I want to make it clear that of course, to have, conviction on the bullish scenario, I think we're going to reclaim 66, probably make new all-time highs within, the next week or 2 weeks or whatever, as long as the market needs, right? However, I'm a day trader. I need to understand where resistance and support is at. So I'm not bullish just because I want to be bullish. I'm bullish because where price opens up yesterday and today, or wherever we're at, it's good to be a bull, right? But vice versa applies. When we're at 66, I'm not going to be a bull at 66 when it's very clear that this is a key level of resistance. So I have one of two choices to make here. I can either simply wait for the action to play out, let it do whatever it wants to do here, let the level reclaim, and then look for the long, right? So basically build structure above, so I know we've reclaimed, and then look for the long. However, if you are looking for, just because we're day traders, we could be looking for a short here, expecting a little bit of a pullback that could bring us back down towards the 30s, if that makes sense. So it's not that I'm only looking for the long, right? I know where to short too. I choose to pass on them. If it's bullish, what's your risk to reward on a short? Just because 66 or 60. Well, if I'm shorting 66, I mean, I don't play them the same way that I play the longs. So for example, if I'm shorting at 66, I'll probably be taking profit around like 56. Whereas if I was long from the 20 this morning, I would have probably kept a runner going like 20 points like I did overnight. So I treat them a little bit different. But at the end of the day, like I say, we're day traders. I mean, while yes, I feel bullish, blah, blah, blah. At the end of the day, we must acknowledge that this is resistance here. As bullish as I am, I'm saying we're going to break it ultimately. That doesn't mean we're going to do it right away. That doesn't mean we're just going to, keep on going up like this. The market moves in waves. We have the rally, we have the pullback. We have the rally, we might get stuck somewhere, and then we might pull back, which is healthy. And then when that pullback comes in, we could look for a good short here, right? And that doesn't mean that just because I'm looking for the short, I think we're downtrending. No, you got to understand that what I mean is that we're looking for trades. We're not looking. I don't care if the market goes down here. Like, let's say we went down to six. Let's say we hit 66 and then we broke down all the way down here. What difference would it make? It makes no difference. We made money on the way up. We can make money on the way back down. It makes no difference. We got to play the level to level. Yesterday and today, it was longs that needed to be played. Overnight, yes, we had a nice short here. And again, why did we have a very nice short overnight? Because we hit this key level. We hit a key level of resistance, which was the gap down, and we have a little trap to the upside there. Should I had shorted there? Yes, absolutely. In hindsight, yes. So I don't want to. I know I'm bullish a lot, but I don't really want to be a bull nor a bear. I just want to make money in the marketplace. You know what I mean? I don't really care. My job is just to understand the levels. We're coming up to 60 and 66 here. We're hitting 56. Um, yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't know if I should cry or not. We gave out two targets this morning on the stream here, 66 and 60. And then we had earlier 43 there from the 20, which we were long here, but the market had other plans for us. I'm not mad. It's just I'm a little sad, that's normal. But at the end, I'm proud. I'm proud that I can come here, talk about this particular level, and you can see how well they held. And yesterday is another perfect example of why not to be bearish, or sorry, yeah, bearish, just because of the headlines or things like that. And yes, we gap down massively, but what does the gap really do for me if you think about it? Besides give me better opportunities to get long, because I know we're testing more supports. Because I couldn't short the gap down. Nobody was able to short it. We closed here, we opened here. There was nobody that was filled there. No one. In fact, the only body that got screwed was if you were long over the weekend, or if you were long, yes, over the weekend, and then we gapped down, so your position was instantly in the red. This is why you probably shouldn't be long into a weekend, right? But at the end of the day, what difference does that gap make? Nothing. I mean, if it made a lot of difference, look where we're at. We are right back to where the gap opened, where we were at. So Friday we closed here at 66, or sorry, 60, yeah, 65.75. We gapped down. It is now Tuesday. We're pretty much gonna go up there. It looks like it, but we're pretty much almost there. So what did this gap really do besides provide better buying opportunities? That's the way I see it. Something that I was told that I'll never forget is when everybody's bearish, that's probably when you should be looking or feeling a little bullish. And right now you can see that, this nice rally, which we knew, I don't want to say we knew, but okay. Now we're getting this nice rally here. Everybody's seeing the bullish higher highs, and we're about to go hit a nice level of resistance. So kind of applies both ways. When everybody's bullish, I'm looking at the top step tilt here, or maybe, okay, fine. It's like 50-50, but when everyone's bullish, then we look to the other side. Top step tilt right now, it is 47% long over at the 46, and 53% short at 49. See, like, I don't see why 50% of top step would be short here at 49. Why short this choo-choo train until 66? It makes no sense to me. How does somebody short 49? They would have shorted right there. This is Top Step's entry on the short right now. And I don't mean Top Step as their Top Step TV. I'm talking about Top Step, the tilt. I am watching the tilt. We all have it. This is Pulled up there. All right, we're gonna hit 66 up there. Patiently waiting. We didn't get long, so might take a short up there. Not here at 43, but we got another little bull flag here shaping out here for now. We were long overnight. I don't know, like this is all being recorded, so I like it. But yesterday on the live stream, we before leaving, I mentioned about this particular level here. I'm not saying this, to kind of, I don't know how I want to word this, but I'm just trying to point it out here. This is a game of ping pong. We ping, we pong, we ping, we pong, levels of support and resistance. We talked about this idea here of getting long here. I waited all day to get filled. I never got filled. There was no trade for me. But you know what does happen overnight here? We end up basically pulling back exactly to the T almost. So, I mean, we had a little bit of a flush below it. But again, right there, we wait for that, got long 95, and then lock it in at the 1575 for 20 points. And if you go look at the stream yesterday, we talked about this level here. We talked exactly about this level. And this is a perfect example of being patient, being very patient. I waited all day to get filled and never got filled. And some people might be like, well, that's boring. Like you're a day trader, you got to trade. That's wrong. We don't have to trade. We have to trade when levels of support and resistance or whatever strategy you use, when that trigger gets triggered, that's when you got to do it. All right, look at that. The shorts are starting to win now. Everybody's piling in short here. 55% are short now on top step accounts over at the 49. The geniuses, they found the top. All right, if we can pull back before hitting 66, I'll take the 36 long here. But likely it's not going to happen. Likely we're going to recover 50 and kind of just blast them out of the water there. We'll see. Oh my God, look at that. It's doing exactly that. Recovering 50 is going to blast them out of the water now. Oh man, I was thinking about taking that long there, but I'm like, I don't know, like just wait. All right, so we flush these guys out here, and it looks like we're exactly about to do that. Go back up. Oh no, 62% of top step accounts are short now at 48. Oh my gosh, they're short 48. Look at that. They saw the breakdown here. They saw that this breakdown level. This is why it's like we all see the same thing. They saw this low get broken. It breaks down and rips right back into the level of support there. You gotta love it. Do not short this choo-choo train until the ducking 66. 62% are short at the 48. Oh my gosh, more people piled in short. Let's see, did they find the top here? I don't know, I'm thinking about risking it here at the 50. Just because, honestly, at this point, see if we can get a push towards that 66. He wants to fill me here at the 50. Let's find out. Look, even on a micro scale, look how perfectly this worked here. We have a level of support there. We flush it, we recover it, and then we're squeezing going the other way around. Top step accounts, over 60% of them shorted at the 48 there. And this is exactly another little micro trap here. We have artificial resistance right here. Artificial. Where are these guys short stops? You know they're right here, right? Where are the longs, or where's their stops? You know they're right here, right? So we take the stops from the longs, okay? We basically have the second losers, which is the FOMO shorts that pretty much have no idea what the duck is even going on. They're just shorting because we broke down this low here. And then we have the ultimate, the third last piece of the puzzle here, which is the artificial longs, the short stops created right above there. This is a micro scale trap, not a big one, obviously. And all right, coming back down here. Let's see. Do I want to take this freaking FOMO 50 long? I'm going to take this FOMO 50 long. I'm going to try one more trade on the right now. And then I'll be out of here. Come on, fill me at the 50 then. Oh, come on. We got down to 50.75 there. I'm not filled yet. I didn't get filled. The low of that candle was 50.75. I wanted to get long 50. All right, last trade. FOMO long here, but we're going to do it. Land of Jamaica. Everybody love banana. Like it. Banana, nice, nice. Sweet. Hey. But. Oh, lady like it. She don't like it. On it. I was good, oh. Banana, that's so. Banana sabroso. Banana nice. Banana big. Banana long. Ball me there. Ball me there. Yeah, ball me there. Ball me there. Come on, yes. Let's squeeze on out of this. Are we done playing games now? Are we done playing your games now? Súbeme baja. Come on, don't let me be the Leo Fibonacci indicator again. Don't come to take me out and then rally. Let's just rally, baby. Let's go to the inevitable 60 And 66 level. Like I said, little micro trap here. We have step number 1, creating artificial resistance there. And then we have step number 2, which is take out the longs here, these longs. And then step number 3, just get back into the range and just take out all the FOMO shorts that don't even know what's going on. You gotta love them FOMO shorts, creating liquidity. Thank you very much. All right, let's blow right through this high here, yes. Come on, blow right through this thing. Let's go test 60. Do it, baby. Don't get stuck here. Don't get stuck. Uh-oh, getting stuck there for now. She might want to chop further. All right, come on, come on. Let's get going. Come on, Ias. I know you want to go to that 1666. Let's just go, baby. Let's just go to it. Come on. No more pullback. No more nada. Let's get on with business now. Let's go. Come on, baby. Boy, que no quede huella. So why did I draw that? I want to show you this kind of box here. Okay. So this is the trap essentially. We have artificial resistance here. Okay, it's a small one on a 2-minute chart. I get it, but whatever. I'm gonna try to explain it on a 2-minute chart. But the idea is simple. We have artificial resistance that gets created there. This is part number 1. We have stops at the top here, which we are trying to get right now. Okay, we have stops at the bottom here. This is part number 2. We have the little wick there. You can see that. So you know who got taken out here, right? It was the longs. They're the first ones that get taken out. The second people that get taken out is the FOMO longs. Sorry, the FOMO shorts. Anybody who's, thinking that this is now the top, we have this rally here, we're too high already, we're blah, blah, blah. Like I said, they're just shorting here. Not to criticize, but the tops of tilt was showing about like 60% of tops that were shorting at the 48 there. Basically right at the breakdown there. So they don't even know what's going on here, the shorts. And then their stops, where are their stops? If you're shorting 48, you know your stop is going to be at 50, 51, 52, basically back in the range. So when we get the good old dip, the good old rip right back to the range, 50 becomes that base there, giving me a nice little entry there, looking for the continuation overall trend to the inevitable, basically 60 and 66 level. We're getting stuck here for now, though. It is worth mentioning that. I hope we're not trying to make another layer of artificial resistance. Either way, I manage my trade that I want, the way I want. I'm not looking for a little 4 points. I'm looking for that 64, 66 level up there. Come on, ES. You can do it. Let's do the inevitable, baby. Since the market opened, there was 2 targets that I'm like, this mother ducker wants to go here. One was the 43. It's just an obvious target. And then the obvious one is 66. She wants to get there. The problem is, I don't know how much more this thing wants to consolidate here. And I'm already at break even, so we're up from overnight. I'm not going to get back any more profits. We're just going to lock it in. And I could go something like this. Just in case we pull back, I can have my stop right below the trap there. To give this trade a little bit more space. Or should I go break even? Are we running out of steam here? We're going to that 66, but how? How are we going to get to that 66? Yes. Are we going to back this 32 first? Five-minute candle, looking like a doji candle here. Well, it is a doji candle. Not very good. 15-minute candle just basically needs to continue with this push. We're going to get a new candle, a new hourly candle in 15 minutes. We might want to pull back here. Crap. Come on, ES. Don't be doing this stuff, man. We long. Let's go, baby. Let's go to that 60 at least. We got to hold 53 here. I don't like my stop at break even, but just because I'm already deep in the green for today, not too deep, but just because I'm already green, I got to protect those gains. My stop should be a little lower. I can always re-enter later. If we end up pulling all the way back, like towards that 36 level, I could just get long down there, but the Fibonacci indicator might be playing out here again. My gosh. That's okay, baby. It's okay. Could have, would have, in hindsight, of course, taken profit up here. I was looking more towards like that 60, 64 area. All right, so just broke even. It might bounce from here. I don't know what it's going to do, but I think I'm done for now. As long as my stop should have been down here. Look at it. Just went to break me even. Now it's probably going to go. If it starts going now. Oh my gosh. Oh man, we back testing 50 here one more time, didn't we? Anyways, it's 10:48. I've been here already quite a bit. We took 2 trades. I'm gonna sit tight, wait. Maybe that 36 wants to come back to get tested. Perhaps not. Perhaps we're just gonna go back to that 56. This is why I said that my stop was at the wrong spot there. It should have been down here. And like I say, the Fibonacci indicator, if I had taken profit here, it would have gone right away. But because I didn't, it decided to take me out, and maybe now it goes towards that 66. Either way, I'll be watching. We're gonna continue the conversation over on the Discord community. If you're not there already, it is 100% free. 100% always free. Feel free to join. It is there, pinned to the chat there. But look at this. We're right back above 50 now. My gosh. The way my luck was today. I could have still been in this trade here. This is why I always tell you guys I don't like break-even trades. But once green, stay green. No need to risk anything. What a prick, though. What a prick. Why, yes. Why did you have to come and back this one more time? She had to do it. Look at that. Getting back up above 53 now. Oh my gosh. Now I could have been on break even. The struggle of a day trader, just they had to do it. You guys know, if I had taken profit there, or like, I don't know, it would have just fucking gone. Anyways, I am done. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys all here tomorrow for Wild Wednesday. So once green, stay green. Don't be pushing it. We're going to be hitting that level of resistance pretty soon. That 60.66 up there. We'll see what price does when we get there. I will see you guys all tomorrow. Thank you. I do appreciate your support. I'll see you guys tomorrow.